Hey there, it's Lucas Catton. And for the first time in nearly 6 weeks, the dark circles under my eyes are the result of working late at night on something I'm excited about. I'm very excited about it. I've had this business idea from, I don't know, a year plus ago, a year and a half ago, something like that. And just now in the last 4 days, it clicked. I see what needs to happen and I see how to implement it and I see, the pieces and how they fit together and where to go from here. And if you are at all a follower of Tony Robbins, you may have heard him say that necessity is the mother of innovation. And and I'd been recently, looking at some of the things that I've done that have been successes in the past and go, yeah, there were things that I did at the time. People go, that's crazy, or that's never going to work, or why would you do that? And then it comes further on down the line. They go, wow, that's amazing. One of them was implementing the first online recovery program in our state, and that was more than a year ago. And at the time, even coworkers and things were going like, "That's crazy. Why are you spending time doing this? What is the point of that?" And here, every single treatment center in the country, if they haven't started offering this, they're scrambling to put it in place, or they've potentially gone out of business because they've had a difficulty to not do that. I say every single, most of them, and other things, other doctors, therapists, other telehealth services, telemental health services, teletherapy, all these different things that have had to be distanced as a result of this. So my former partners in a program that we co-founded, they were set up for this already. So it was great. And I'm only using that as an example of where my mind, where I try to go and how I try and get out in front of things and what I get excited about new things. And that is the level of excitement that I have around this, but I see it as potentially so much more in a different capacity. And it is in the realm of helping people. As if you saw the video where I broke down, I was sharing that, that I finally discovered my true life's purpose, and I feel that. And as I continue to offer my personal services, for personal consulting and for business consulting and especially treatment and behavioral health consulting as well, that this particular idea and developing additional businesses from the entrepreneurial side of me, on top of that, is extremely exciting. And so, yes, so I'm not saying any of this to brag. It's to hopefully offer some hope to you that if you feel stuck, if you're not sure, if you're uncertain about what's next, get quiet and listen, because that's where this came from me, was getting quiet and listening and seeing what was coming up and shutting off the worry of, oh no, now what's next, that kind of thing. But getting quiet and listening. Where is the inspiration coming from? Spending time outside, watching my kids play and be excited, watching different things happen and look at all the experiences in my life and what has made a difference and all of the things that I've seen in the behavioral health field and where that can lead and what's missing. And if you watched an earlier video from a year or so ago, I talked about the blue ocean strategy and there's a book about that, and it's an amazing thing. And this is in that realm. This is finding blue waters where the sharks aren't already in. What type of innovation can you bring to your company, your business, your field? Where can that go? Where can that lead to? What are things that are, especially now, in the current environment, there are new challenges, new problems, new difficulties that people have that are begging to be solved. And if you can figure out some of those things, then you can not only have a very successful business yourself in doing so, but you can feel fulfilled in that regard as well. You'll know if it speaks to your core. You'll know if there's enough truth in it to carry on, and you can figure out the details. You could start with an MVP, a minimum valuable product, and tweak it as you go. Don't not act, because right now, in the desperation that many of us have felt or are feeling or are going to feel, and the 22 million people who have filed for unemployment in the last 6 weeks, there's a lot that needs to happen. So look at those things that you can do. What makes you valuable? What makes you unique? And how can you bring something valuable to a place that it's needed, to people who need it? And that's it. That's my message for today. So the dark circles of hope, the longer hair, the shaggy face showing off more gray, all this, is part and parcel of what we've all been going through. But I've got some pep in my step now because I have more of a plan, and it's not as uncertain. And if there's anything I can do to potentially help you along that way, I would love to hear from you. I would love for you to bounce some ideas off me, and maybe there's something I can help you with, whether it's implementation of a plan or to poke holes in something or to introduce you or network or whatever. I'd like to help. Hit me up. Go to lucascatton.com. Send an email, lucas@lucascatton.com. You can send a contact form through there. You can hit me up on some comments on the video or anything like that. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Be well. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.